When you're feeling anxiety, it's the result of something called the fight or flight response. All mammals have it, and it actually is meant to be something that keeps you alive in some sort of life or death struggle. But when you're nervous about going onto the stage, even though emotionally you know that you're not gearing up for a life or death kind of struggle, your body is sort of reacting as if you are. Your stomach will get clenched up, you might lose your appetite, you'll get short, quick breaths, you might get cold hands and feet, your skin might go pale, you might have trouble remembering things. And actually one that I see backstage all the time, especially at competitions, is people having to pee every couple of minutes. Your entire body chemistry changes, and obviously this puts you at a great disadvantage if your intention is to walk onto stage and be calm and have an openness for an energy exchange with the audience. So at the end of this DVD, there's a more extended relaxation exercise that you can learn, where you can learn some skills that will help you curb that fight or flight response before you dance and just in general in your life. But right now I want to show you just a couple of little exercises that you can do just in the few minutes before you go on stage. The first thing you can do is just simply stretch. And stretching is something that you should do anyways because it's a safety issue before dancing. You'll be limber, you'll have a better performance anyways. But stretching is very relaxing, and a relaxed body leads to a relaxed mind. Another thing that you can do is that you can kind of get in a position like this and just squeeze everything as tight as you can. Ball your fists up, engage your abs, squeeze your quads, pull your shoulders up, everything, even your face. Squeeze, 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 and then take a breath and then relax. And you can repeat this a couple of times, and the purpose of the exercise is to kind of remind your body the difference between being tense and being relaxed. The next one that you can do is something I call the football run, and it also looks a little bit silly, but what you do is you take sort of a shoulder width stance, you want to ball your fists up again, and you just run in place as fast as you can, like this. And you keep it up for about a minute or so. And what the purpose of that is to kind of get rid of some of that energy that's built up because of that fight or flight response. Again, that response is designed to help you run for your life if there's a predator after you, or fight for your life if you're engaged in some sort of a struggle. And both of these things are very hardcore physical activities. And so what you want to do is you want to get rid of some of that energy because that's what your body's gearing up to do. And the last thing that you can do is just to simply take a couple of really full, slow, deep breaths before you go onto stage. This next exercise is a relaxation exercise, and it's designed to help you reduce that anxiety response. So it incorporates a variation of different techniques, a breathing technique, and then we'll do something called progressive relaxation, and then we'll do some visualization. And there's a whole field of study called sports psychology that's especially dedicated to helping you get your mind ready to execute physical activities. And as dancers, we've all drilled the moves, we can do them, but it's a matter of sort of unlocking something in our mind to allow us to really execute those moves with conviction and with emotion. And so this exercise is about 11 minutes long, and what you need to do is just lay down somewhere quiet, and you want to be nice and comfortable. And what's going to happen is the screen is actually going to go to black. You're going to close your eyes, and you'll hear my voice, and I'll guide you through the exercise. First thing I want you to do is just lay down on the ground, lay down on your back, lay somewhere comfortably, and close your eyes. I want you to just breathe normally, but I want you to notice if your stomach is rising and falling as you're taking your breath, or if the breath is mainly causing the chest to rise and fall. When you're breathing deeply, you're breathing all the way through down to the bottom lobes of the lungs, and your stomach should expand as you take your breath. So when you're taking your breath, it's like filling up a glass of water. So first, the bottom lobes of your lungs are going to expand, and so therefore your stomach is going to expand. And then the air continues to fill up into the upper lobes of your lungs, and then your chest expands. And you're going to go back the opposite way as you exhale, like you're pouring water out of a glass. So as you exhale, first the air comes out of the upper lobes of your lungs, so your chest comes down, and then your stomach comes down. So we're going to take a moment to just be quiet and be in our bodies and focus simply on our breath. When we're feeling stressed out, a lot of times your breath will be kind of shallow and quick. And one of the easiest things that you can do, and the most immediate things that you can do to bring relaxation into your body, is to just think about belly breathing. You want to take a deep breath in, maybe count to 5, and exhale and count to 5. And you can feel, you should get a little oxygen rush throughout your body. Now, as you continue to breathe through your belly, I'm going to take you through a series of exercises that are going to involve tensing and relaxing different parts of your body. The point of this is to teach your body the difference between tension and relaxation. A relaxed body is going to lead to a relaxed mind. Anyone who's ever had a massage will tell you that is true. So the first thing you're going to do is pretend that you have a lemon in each of your hands, and you're going to squeeze your hands. You're trying to squeeze all of the juice out of those lemons. The tightness in your hands then spreads to your arms, and you're squeezing and you're engaging your fingers and your forearm and your whole arm muscle, and you're putting so much energy into it that your muscles might be shaking a little bit from all of the energy that you're putting into it. And now you're going to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, the lemon is going to fall from your hand. Your whole arm is going to relax, and you're going to notice how heavy your hand and your arm are against the ground. You have no energy in your arms whatsoever. They're completely relaxed. And as a matter of fact, they're so heavy they could even leave indentations on the floor while you're laying. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to tense your feet. I want you to pretend like you're standing in a mud puddle, and what you want to do is you want to squish your toes down deep into the mud and try to get your feet down to the bottom of the mud puddle. You'll probably need your legs to help you push down. Spread your toes apart, feel the mud squish between your toes. And now you're going to step out of the mud puddle, and you're going to relax your legs. Now you're going to do it again, and you're going to do it a little bit harder. Push your legs down into that mud puddle, and you're going to tense your whole leg, engaging all of the muscles, squeezing as hard as you can. And when you take a breath and you exhale, you're going to relax your body, relax your legs, relax your feet, and you're just going to focus on your breathing. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the stomach, and just pretend like you're laying there and a little elephant or something is walking by and he's going to step on your stomach. And so what you need to do is you need to protect yourself. And so you're engaging your stomach, you're engaging your lower back, your glutes, you're bracing for all that weight to be put on your stomach. And you're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as tight as you can. Keep squeezing, and you're going to take a breath. And as you relax, it's all going to relax with you. Take a couple deep breaths. Remember your belly breathing. And now the last thing that we're going to do is shoulders and face and neck. So what you're going to do is you're going to shrug your shoulders up, pull them up towards your ears. You're going to tense the back of your neck. You're going to tense your mouth. You're going to squeeze your eyes shut. You're putting as much energy into squeezing and tensing as you can. Squeeze, 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 and take a deep breath and relax everything. And you should be totally relaxed and totally heavy. There should be nothing tensing anywhere in your body. And as you take a couple of deep breaths, you're going to feel your back against the ground. You're going to feel connected to the ground. You're going to feel the air touching your face, touching your arms, and you're just being in your body and focusing on your breath. And in this relaxed state, I want you to think that you are on a stage. And I want you to imagine going out onto the stage and doing something very simple, but very beautiful. Imagine the audience watching you and being moved by you and projecting positive, wonderful energy towards you. And all the while you're relaxed and you're confident. And you know that no matter what you're about to do, it's going to be okay. Now imagine your music suddenly changing, and your music is changing and it's something that you don't recognize, and you're on stage, and instead of feeling panic, take a big deep belly breath and imagine that you're listening to that music and your body starts to move with that music, and feel the confidence in your dance ability and your musical interpretation, and feel that wonderful response from the audience as they see your improvisational skills. And now picture at the end of your performance, you're standing up there on the stage and you feel such love and gratitude towards your audience. You don't want this moment to end. You are so happy to be on stage. You're so relaxed. You're so confident and you're so beautiful. And you are such a beautiful dancer. And hold on to this feeling. You can pull this feeling out of you at any time. You can pull it out of you in real life as you actually are on stage. Now you're going to go ahead and open your eyes and take a deep breath. You're going to focus on being back in the room, being back in reality, being back in your body. But the whole time, you're going to hold on to that feeling of relaxation. And now would be a great time to just take 5 minutes, if you have it, and put on some music and practice your dance.